As if having to rely on food stamps wasn't tough enough, a recent story in the Washington Post reports that food stamps also make a significant contribution to an obesity problem in South Texas. Arthur, this is your area of expertise, not obesity and food stamps, but the story. Tell us more about its implications.
Well, we've got here an anecdote about food stamps making people fat in South Texas. And the question is that actually what is happening with food stamps at the national level? And the reason that is important is that we have food stamp reform afoot in Congress, and a lot of the debate is informed by powerful anecdotes. But it does turn out, when you look at the available data, that no, it's not clear at all that food stamps actually make poor people fat. There have been dozens of studies. Some show within one subset of the population, it does look like people on food stamps are more likely to be obese, but others show they're less likely to be obese. So the moral of the story is that it's very difficult to draw broad conclusions with policy implications from anecdotes about what people on food stamps are doing, whether they're buying crab legs at the store or whether they're fat or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I don't even know why it matters anyway. Food stamps are just a means to an end, and the end is the food, right? I mean, the end is getting food. So it doesn't, whether or not a person buys something that is fattening or non-fattening, it doesn't matter what currency they used to buy it.
Well, no, that's a great point, but to follow on that, obesity is actually a major public health issue in this country, and the health costs related to the condition cost us hundreds of billions of dollars. So if there were a program making millions of people fat, it would be correct, I'd say, for policymakers to wonder why that is, and if there is a good way for them to correct it. So it's a legitimate public concern, but maybe not a legitimate way to go about changing food stamp enrollment or eligibility standards.